Hey, welcome back. We're going to pick up where we left off last night, and that was with Spider-Man. Okay, so yeah, just got back from the mission. It's nighttime, so
Something they don't tell you about leadership? All the paperwork.
Ugh, reptilian blood tastes...
Blade told me New York was cool.
We need to know the nature of Faustus's research.
As a donor to the museum, I gotta give Spidey some serious cred.
Hunter?
If you're bored, we can have a sword measuring contest.
I have something for you.
Oh,
Here you are.
good. I don't know where to put this. That is Nico's problem now.
I'm kind of OCD where I have to go and collect all of these little balls of essence that are floating around.
Good girl, Charlie.
June 3rd, 1710. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I had not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks, I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we are not meant to bring children into this world or love another as she did. As my love for Agatha, was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly? Or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child, to have a family, to love, and be loved by another. Royal Lectures. Remnants of knives, books, jewelry, and even a ceremonial wand have been found in or near these offering bowls, suggesting their importance in the offering ritual. Some of our colleagues have dismissed the importance of these items, but we believe, based on their repeated occurrence at these sites, that these items hold the key to this fascinating ancient practice. Notes from Caretaker on Abbey's settlement issues. We both knew that bringing the Abbey to Salem was bound to cause issues, regardless of how magically attuned the area was. The stonework seems to be mostly unscathed, but I have noticed some unusual happenings on the grounds since the transition. Have you seen anything? The transient soil, along with various flora and fauna that came along for the ride, aren't acclimating like I hoped. There are strange energies here that I can't explain away. We should both stay vigilant until we know for sure. Sarah. The Wild Hunt. Though the occurrence of the phenomenon is widely overreported, there are still well-documented cases of the wild hunt occurring in modern times. If one wishes to hear the hounds of Anwen as they course overhead, areas of historic suffering are always an excellent place to start, and as to look upon them is to look upon death itself, best to wait until Selenian illumination is at its lowest point. The World According to Loki, by Loki, the true ruler of the 10 realms. Some of my background and skill set must find interesting ways to pass the nearly infinite stretches of boredom. To be blunt, I do seek power and conquest, as many have alluded to in the past, but I also seek out my own forms of entertainment. This, I believe, adds the spice of life to many of these so-called heroes' rather dull existence. It is quite easy to do what you are told, follow orders, stay in line, do not oppress the weak, blah blah blah. Where is the challenge there? Imagine my dear brother Thor's adolescence without the occasional giant spider manifestation to create chaos and liven things up a bit. Without my contributions, his younger years would have been a never-ending series of training exercises while listening to our father ramble on for all eternity. I like to think that Thor welcomed the occasional serpent attack on the city of Asgard. Moments like those give him a chance to show off and flex those meathead muscles of his. Without me, he would be on his own searching out trouble. I merely bring it right to his front door so that he can play hero. However, there were times that he were not quite thrilled when I took what I considered to be exciting and unique creative liberties. I do not think he especially liked being turned into a frog, or a woman for that matter. We did have fun, didn't we, dear brother? At least I did. Excerpt from Wander's journal, Shrine of the Blood. I have found another shrine to the elder gods. First, I had to pass through Dreamer's Descent until I came to a long stone staircase. Beyond that, I found a magnificent collection of transient standing stones. Bova told me stories of them when I was a child, but I had to travel across half the world to finally see them. I will have to write Pietro and tell him. He'll be jealous, but he won't admit it. I could happily spend days exploring the surrounding area, There is so much here that I should ask Agatha about.
This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
You used to love running around these grounds as a child. If you need a refresher, study your map.
The Hidden Veil of Gods and Man, Volume 1, excerpt from page 472. Gaia is the protectrix of our world, and the single power that holds the darkness at bay. Her mere presence is vital to restoring balance within the elder gods and revitalizing the earth itself. Followers of Gaia seek to channel her restorative powers and aid her against Clethon and its minions.
I used to run away when the world got...
Whatever the good Dr. Faustus was up to spells bad news for us.
Caretaker has pretty high standards, so I kind of expected this would be easy for you.
Great work, Hunter. I bet Lilith was hoping you'd sit this one out. Sucks for her. What's happening, Hunter?
I think he likes lounging by the pool. Yeah. That's that.
You ever get in a horse chase?
What is a horse chase?
Like a car chase, but with horses. Did you ever drift a horse? Maybe on a frozen lake or something?
I had a horse with 4 trignees. If I whistled a certain way, she would stop on a shilling and then run backwards.
Oh, no way! What's a shilling?
Does not matter. One time I caught a bug in my mouth mid-whistle. She stopped, gave me a sour look, and started running sideways.
Oh, wow. Could she run sideways the other way?
No, she was a 3-speed.
I needed that.
I know.
I'd pay to see a sideways horse chase.
Oh? How many shillings?
All of them. Always great to hang with you, Hunter.
It's the full moon, and I know I do not have the correct word of power, and I probably do not have the correct offering. So, probably should skip that. Go straight to bed. What's up with Caretaker? I just passed her in the kitchen, and she was chopping carrots like they were a pack of moloids. For real, go say hi if you haven't already. Ooh, wait. Wrong one. What's up with Caretaker? I just passed her in the kitchen. She was chopping carrots like they were a pack of moloids. Don't look at me. I have been working on the hell ride all day. I was working out my frustrations on some new kind of hellhound. Who did what to who now? Hold on, Eric. Magic. You didn't ask her about Wanda again, did you? I asked. She deflected. I asked again. She murdered carrots. I thought we talked about this. You talked. I acted. Wanda belongs here. We must not turn her away. What happened to Agatha was not her fault. No one's to blame here. Believe me, I know. This is going to take time, not hellfire, to make right. Hey everybody, be sure to welcome your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to the Midnight Suns. For real, go say hi if you haven't already. He took a big risk for us and got tossed around by some creepy pudding monster. Maybe later. You know I'm on Superlink, right? Yes, we should say these things to your face. Don't mind them. Welcome to the Abbey, Spider-Man. Thanks. I'll try to stay out of your way. Lucky for all of you, I think three-dimensionally. But there are so many more. The world isn't ready for a Spider-Man who swings between dimensions. You would be surprised.
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
I am the web-slinging arachnid of justice. I am the fearsome spider who just ruined your day. Wait. Who owns the night. I am the eight-legged bringer of justice. I am Spider-Man! Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Didn't see you there. Everything's fine. This is completely normal. All the top heroes do it, I'm sure.
Do what?
Practice their hero voice. In my case, my spider voice. I figured if I was going to be teaming up with this group, I ought to up my game. Sound more, I don't know, scary, I guess.
I do not think you need to change a thing, including your voice.
Easy for you to say. You ooze demon hunter coolness. I'm just some guy in some spider-themed tights.
It was not I who drove off the venom creature. You are a powerful demon hunter in your own right.
You really think so?
I know so. I actually came here to thank you.
Thank me? For what? And by the way, does this thanks also involve pizza? I have to say battling Eddie always works up the appetite.
If I were to acquire this pizza, who would I give it to? Your identity remains a mystery to us all.
Oh, you want to meet the Spider-Man beneath the mask? Sorry, that's a no-go. My true identity is a closely guarded secret. Not even MJ or Aunt May know for... Wait... I see what you're doing there. Sorry, Hunter, the mask's gotta stay on. I hope that's not gonna make things weird between us.
The Abbey is a place of many secrets. Your identity is safe within these walls.
It's not the walls here I'm worried about. It's out there in the real world where the people I love are.
No mask can hide you or them from Lilith. Her gaze can pierce your very soul.
Yeesh. Reminds me of my best friend's dad. And that was before he became a flying goblin.
I know this is not easy for you, Spider-Man. The people here are very different from one another. They do not always see eye to eye. But one thing I can say in truth is that I trust them with my very lives.
Wait, did you just say lives, as in plural?
Yes.
I am really gonna enjoy getting to know you, Hunter.
And we would enjoy getting to know you. The real you.
Listen, let me think it over, alright? It's a big decision. Gotta meditate on it. Check my horoscope, roll it around in my head, and maybe we'll talk soon. Cool? Cool. I really need to think this over.
Yeah, I forgot last night. If you go over there after you do the mission with him, Doctor Strange is walking over him, and he's tossing and Spider-Man's tossing and turning in the bed, delirious. So this is the next day. He's well. You go talk to him. Magic looks up guiltily as you approach them. Caretaker forbade me from reading this one, but I think it might have clues to help us. I am not caretaker. Once you are done with it, bring it to me. If there is knowledge there, we should use it. Secrets are like cracks in the wall. The more we have, the weaker we are. Put that thing down and come train with me.
Thanks, Hunter.
Bună ziua.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Avengers don't have the best track record with autonomous self-learning AI, but at this point, if it gives us an advantage on the battlefield, we use it. End of story. I kind of want both of those. I'll do this one first.
All right, let's get...
Good day, Hunter.
That's the third news story this week about a beached whale that explodes. I've seen that one with the grainy footage. Didn't they blow it up with dynamite? Yes, the falling chunks crushed cars. How did you see that in Limbo? I read this week, 2 on the eastern seaboard, 1 in Iceland. So what? Dead whales explode, sometimes, gases and whatnot. Do their burst entrails usually spell out the symbols on Hunter's collar? Okay, that's weird. Hey everybody, no. That's, there you go. Vampire Rising 2's ending is the worst piece of fiction that I've ever read. 38 pages of the Vampire Queen just vampiring everyone, including the pony. Why? What does a vampire pony bring to the table? If you want to immerse yourself in a more satisfying vampire fiction, I recommend Interview with a Bloodsucker. Don't fall for it. It's all job interview tips for lab assistants. The vampire connection is loose at best. Anything to get vampire ponies galloping away from my nightmares. Who's the author? Some guy I never heard of. Manuel Oscar Robius. As in M.O. Robius? I must be slipping. How in the world did I miss that?
Of course, Carol. I'll run the data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
I get it. Just get back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
How's it going?
Hunter, hello.
Heads up, Hunter.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce. More importantly, really glad we got Spider-Man back, Hunter. Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a damper on morale. It's nice to get a solid win, you know?
Every victory we have inches us closer to stopping Lilith. And every life we save
is another ally against her. In this case, a wisecracking, radioactive Spider-Man ally. Which is a good thing, now that we know Hydra has been augmenting their soldiers with this radioactive green gamma shampoo. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Speaking of helping, should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And these gamma signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves. Talk to you later.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that for the bad guy.
All right, then.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
So I'm going to do a couple of general missions, particularly getting artifacts.
Hydra is already experimenting with more of those charges Faustus created. We need to put a stop to their little test.
Try if you want.
Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
Is that it? This is it for you.
Just be careful you do not string together the wrong phrase. You were too weak for this fight.
Take that!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. There is no escape.
The history books really didn't do anything.
That's one charge down. But not out of the woods yet.
I guess they're not holding back. More Hydra coming in quick.
No issues to report so far.
Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better.
Hope this helps.
Here we go! Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
By my side.
Not shaken their confidence.
Ooh! Dibs on the biggest Hydra goon!
Your time has come. Your mother abandons you.
Going for it. Being a fascist Wasn't good enough, huh? You had to get into demon worship too?
Guess we're not done. This should be fun.
You'll only see this once.
There was a time when Caretaker would have forbidden that sort of thing.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.
Can I help you?
Like, what do you do here?
Hunter, I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
I have no idea what that is.
Right. I bet that meant musket ambush in your time. On Magic's birthday, everyone else will hide in a room. When I lead her there, you jump out and shout, "Surprise!" Then we eat cake.
Times have certainly changed. What can I do to help?
If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Do you really need me to do this?
I don't, but I want them to see more of what I see. That you're part of the team. It'll mean a lot coming from you.
Should I mention this to Tony, Carol, and the others?
I don't know if they can keep a secret. I'm not even sure if I'll tell them about the party until that night. Oh, but I should probably invite Spider-Man. He seems like he'd really get into it.
Hi, hello, welcome. Yeah, nice to have you back.
All right, let me know what you want.
Still figuring out who and what I need, but I'll message you when I do. Probably tomorrow?
Sounds good.
Thanks for this. Do you have any questions?
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
To have friends do that for me, it is a wonderful thought. Truly, having friends at all is a welcome change from my youth.
No kidding. It's hard to make friends when you're on the run.
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
That is all I had. I'm good for now.
I'm good if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
Okay, one thing I should warn you about is that this game is buggy and does not run well on the PS4. So on occasion I may have to jump out to the title screen and jump back in so it doesn't crash. And two, you'll see characters that I don't really interact with much because I'm on New Game Plus and I'm avoiding them until I actually get to their area to where they're unlocked.
What you doing, Charlie?
And so you actually slept in that thing?
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman. That's, actually happened, you know.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
What changed your mind?
I guess I finally started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in LA. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here never gets back there. To be honest, I don't even think we're in the same dimension.
What?
Never mind that. Point is, this is a safe place with good people. If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them. Sort of comes with the territory of being a midnight sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us. And now we've got a gigantic demonically powered pizza oven in the forge.
Excuse me, would you...
Hey, man. It's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please, stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and pizza?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
You wanted what?
I give you by popular demand, the man underneath the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the spider-faced doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Hi? After all that build-up, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker. I don't even have a cool screen name.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I do not have a screen name at all.
Actually, you do. You're crushing it on Superlink, Hunter.
Oh, that. A gift from Tony. I would not want him to think me ungrateful. But, feel free to like any of my messages you find amusing. It would please, Tony, I am sure.
Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away. I'm apparently an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragonmen, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late-onset puberty. She, believed me for some reason. So, how about you? Get bit by a radioactive hunter or something?
Years of discipline and training under Caretaker's guidance forged me into the warrior I am today.
Caretaker is like your aunt, right?
Yes, sister to Lilith. She raised me when my mother fell.
Aunt May became my guardian after my parents, passed. I guess we have that in common.
I suppose we do. And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket. How about you? How long have you been hunting?
At this point, I suppose I am well over 3 centuries old. That is, if you count the years spent above and below ground, of course.
Of course. I mean, whatever gets you senior discounts sooner, am I right?
You are a fascinating man.
Ooh, I like that. Friendly neighborhood, fascinating man. Wonder if Stark owns that trademark yet.
This venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
It's, complicated. Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
From what Caretaker has told me, Lilith ceased being my mother the day she gave her soul to the Darkhold. The mother of demons is all that remains now.
There's some movies you and I really need to watch. Used to be a trilogy, now I've lost count. Either way, call me a romantic, but I believe there's still good in everyone. Guess that's why I have a soft spot for Eddie. And the symbiote, too. That symbiote saved my life on more than a few occasions. Deep down, I know there's more than what you see on that slimy, oozing, brain-eating surface.
You do not seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, you know, the whole protecting the neighborhood thing, who has the time? Besides, they haven't asked me to join them, yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
Caretaker has always handled the strategy. I prefer a more hands-on approach.
Hey, whatever works for you. But if I'm honest, Hunter, I saw the way the others looked at you during the fight. Maybe you're more of a leader than you think.
Thank you, Peter. I should be going. This was eye-opening.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie. But now the floodgates are open. Let the real Peter Parker flow through! Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of that, I have no doubt. Farewell, Peter.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
Hello, Hunter.
You're looking well, Chief.
Be right back.
Oh, Hunter, I snapped a great photo of you in action. You're all swords akimbo, standing over a bunch of bad guys. Is it cool if I submit it to the Daily Bugle?
I am OCD and have to collect all these floating energy essence orbs when they show up.
Was there something you wanted to tell me?
Have you ever noticed an unusually ornate bowl sitting near my altar? Keep an eye out for it the next time you're there. You'll know it when you see it.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit?
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
About to make a protein shake if anybody wants one.
Alright. I want Tony, Magic, Doctor Strange.
What's up, Big H?
I think she likes pool lounging? I think? Yeah, she likes meditation, I know that. Wait. I'll have a drink with her. I haven't done that.
Is the Abbey like a summer camp?
What is a summer camp?
I see them in movies. Nico says they are real places. In summer camp movies, people live in the woods and act comedically. There is always strangeness in the background, like hippie aliens, hockey killers, or Cold War espionage with insulting Russian caricatures.
You describe a whimsical sort of strangeness. The Abbey always felt darker than that.
Way to bring down the room, Hunter.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's usually what I do. You're right about the darkness to this place. Comparing the two, I'd feel safer in limbo. I'm not smiling. I am pleasantly surprised.
Ooh, I never unlocked that one in the last playthrough. I like that. I want to thank everyone for being cool about the whole secret identity thing, and one day I have more than doubled the people who knew, and it still feels incredibly odd. We get it. And if it does get out, I could be convinced to put the genie back in the bottle. Once. How? You got mad hacks? Mad hacks. What are you? Television for old people? I have a magical staff that can rewrite reality. You have a what? My web shooters pale in comparison. Hey, your web shooters are cool. You got time to show me how you put them together? Sure. You got a workshop or something? Not yet, but we could find some space. Hashtag get a room. Midnight Suns, we need to talk about Tony Stark. He's walking around the Abbey like he owns the place. Don't give him any ideas. I didn't want to be the first to say it. He tossed out the coffee maker I bought and installed some kind of automatic espresso machine. I think it has an AI inside. He ate the last Chewy Bears. He did not replace them. Culinary offenses aside, I'm talking about all the junk that he jammed into the forge. You want to free bound demons? That's how you free bound demons. First off, you forgot to use the exclude superlink user option when you sent this post. It means that I can see what you wrote. I'll assume that it was an accident and not passive aggression. As for the rest of it, Blade, I was thinking of getting a little place by the Cape, or maybe one just off the coast of Asgard. But they do say mystically raised haunted woods of Transia have a great resale value. Robbie, the inside of your coffee maker had more toxic sludge than a Roxxon plant. You'll get it back once it's completely disinfected, and the lab coats identify the new life form growing inside. Magic, my mistake. The Avengers buy Chewy Bears in bulk. A replacement pallet arrives tomorrow. And Nico, yeah, 'cause I woke up this morning and thought, wouldn't it be a hoot to poke a trapped demon with a titanium stick? You think I want to be down there? The demon's not so bad once you get to know him, but Strange is a whole other story. Some people just can't read a room, you know what I mean? Anyone? Hello? Wi-Fi down again or something? Hey Hunter, thanks for helping out with Magic's party. The first person to ask is Robbie. He's thoughtful, he'll get the right gift to give Magic on behalf of the team. Hi Hunter, all the emo kids, time to meet, what about you? I can meet outside your room next night. Yes to that. I'll talk to Robbie. I'll get with you in a minute, Ileana.
Don't tell me to calm down, Robbie. The others are in there with freaking Caretaker planning their next move against Faustus, and they are totally leaving us out. Again!
But this is the Avengers we're talking about, right? They're heroes.
And who had to bail out those heroes when your new pal Spider-Man was being chased by the alien slime monster? Us!
Got you there.
If they are so powerful, why could Strange not help us save Wanda?
Look, Doc's a good guy, okay? He's patched up a spider knee or two since I started this thing. Flaming pumpkin bombs are not exactly covered by insurance.
I would not trust him to patch a tire.
They move into our home, take it over, and then have the nerve to leave us out of every single damn decision that affects us. You two want to cozy up to Mr. Stark and Doctor Strange? Go right ahead. Me, I'll be outside. Most of the air's been sucked up from here already.
Hunter, got a question for you. Nico made some good points, but I gotta be honest. I'm getting used to the Avengers being around this place. I mean, yeah, Tony can be annoying, but not all of them.
Of course.
Although it makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, what are they thinking about us?
We stand in defiance against a billion-year-old prophecy set in motion by the most twisted and powerful of the Elder Gods. I should hope that counts for something.
Yeah, definitely been through a lot together. I mean, I still can't get over the way she lit up when she absorbed that crazy-ass Faustus bomb. Like the sun.
Ah, so this is about Carol.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have many abilities, Daywalker. Lying is not one of them. Admit what you feel about Carol. You owe yourself that much.
Admit what? That I feel a sense of admiration and respect for a fellow teammate?
I have no doubt Carol also appreciates what you bring to the team.
I hope so. I try to do my best for my allies.
Well, I am sure she is also impressed with your efforts and has noticed you as much as you have clearly noticed her.
I'm not going there, Hunter. Let's just drop it.
Consider it dropped.
Oh, and this conversation? It never happened.
I will add it to the list.
You know, the Avengers might do things a little differently, but they always have good intentions. I'm sure everything's fine. It is fine, right?
Yeah. In Limbo, I am the ruler of my realm. Here, I feel like a door woman.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Robbie, can we speak in private?
Of course. Let's go.
Nico needs help prepping for a magic surprise party.
All right. What does she need me to do?
She wanted you to pick the team present for magic.
Oh, I got this. I'll find something unforgettable.
Hunter.
Ready to fight some crime?
There is a wholesomeness to you that is admirable.
Peter Parker, awesome dude. Says it on my business card.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
You've been doing well out there, kiddo. And you're making an impression on your teammates. Make sure you let them know how you feel about their efforts, too. They'll appreciate a kind word from the legendary Hunter.
Not gonna talk to you yet.
And of course, you came to find me. You don't need to check up on me, Hunter. I'm fine.
Perhaps I wanted some fresh air as well.
Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm sure they'll be opening an Avengers satellite campus here soon enough.
The gods spare us all.
Look, the Abbey might be a little rustic, but it's ours. Was ours. until these Avengers just swooped in and started treating us like a bunch of outsiders in our own home. And it's not like Caretaker does anything to stop it. Hell, she freaking encourages it. Pisses me off so much I could scream.
If you want a seat at the table, sometimes you need to simply take it.
Yeah, my dad said something like that to me once. He was willing to do anything to get his seat. Thing is, sometimes standing is a lot less bloody. You know, maybe this all wouldn't be bothering me so much if they were focusing all their effort on finding Wanda. None of them even mention her, let alone discuss how we're gonna rescue her. Because newsflash, no one plans to, especially Caretaker. She's probably happy she's gone. Ugh, forget I said that. And definitely don't tell Caretaker about any of this. Midnight Sun, Cone of Silence, okay? Good vent. Let's do it again sometime. Later, Hunter.
Not talking to you yet, either. Where are you?
I never ran into a steak too chewy for my choppers.
A successful collaboration.
Okay, so it's a kind of a dance. Well, dance fight. Really? Dance fighting. What do they call that? Capybara? No, it's the little furry thing. It's Brazilian, right? Capo. You know what? I bet Blade knows. Okay. Do you want that?
Alright, let's get started.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? Let's see what's inside. It's not entirely worthless, just not especially valuable either. Good day, Hunter.
Hey Hunter, just checking in, wondering if you had time to talk privately. I will get to you in a minute, along with magic. Let me just check.
The hunter stalks its prey.
Hunter, just the person I wanted to see. Okay, I'll be honest with you, anyone is the person I want to see right now. At this point, I'd sit down for a tea with Galactus if it meant I didn't have to sift through these gamma readings for another second. It's all just starting to blur into one big giant green gamma mess, you know? And my favorite big giant green gamma mess is too busy to help.
I have seen you harness the power of a sun. I believe you will find a way, Dr. Banner or not.
More of a white hole versus star, but I hear ya. Still, just because a gal can absorb gamma energy doesn't mean she's ready to teach a class on it at Empire State. And it's not just that. I've got a bad feeling about things lately, okay? Particularly when it comes to you and Bruce. I'm what they call a precog. I catch glimpses of the future. No idea why, but I'm sure channeling the power of a mini white hole through your entire body might have a little something to do with it.
What exactly did you see?
Nothing specific. More of an impression. You and Bruce. Your faces. You didn't look good. Is this what Steven goes through?
And according to Steven, there are an infinite number of possibilities before us. You have glimpsed just one.
Not a bad way to look at it. Who knows? My visions are chaotic at best and very few and far between. Maybe a while before I can make sense of this one. I should get back on task. I think I've ignored these numbers long enough. Talk to you later.
A moment, Hunter. I couldn't help but hear some raised voices in the other room. Was wondering if you knew what all the fuss was about. Was there some argument?
Last time I lied, so...
You might want to talk to Nico directly.
Why? Is she upset?
I do not want to speak for her. But she seemed angry about Wanda.
I want to grieve too, but none of us have that luxury right now, or else we'll be grieving the whole world. Thank you for your honesty. I will have to think about how to handle this with Nico. We'll speak later.
Okay, I wanted to do one more general mission for an artifact, and it looks like there is one. And technically it's with a character that I haven't in-game unlocked yet, but I have already unlocked it.
Safety's on, don't worry, I think.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that. See you around. Later.
I'm not going to talk to them. So I already know what they are going to say, and I do not want to hear what they have to say yet.
We've located a Hydra agent with an unusually high gamma signature, probably from working in close proximity to their recent experiments. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
I can do that.
Wow, I'm glad you're on our side.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agent so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
With extreme prejudice.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
They're all mostly going after Deadpool. So he's going to get hit a lot.
Hydra!
I must have angered them.
I'll handle it. I'm gonna stab you so bad with that.
Remember you bozos hitting so hard.
I've been waiting. Serve her with honor.
Take them out!
Still they persist.
Let's take control of this situation. Someone order a knuckle sandwich?
All who serve Lilith will fall.
It's a good thing we convinced Caretaker to wake you up. I'm going in.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oh, there.
Okay.
Killjoy I was looking for is over there, right there. Ah, crap.
Hail that.
do whatever I can to help. Still looking at me.
They do not seem to be a match for us. Walk in the light. It is all coming back to me. You had your chance to escape. Weak, even for Hydra.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Probably should revive Deadpool. If I could just kill this guy.
Target confirmed.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
I'm on it. Just the boost I needed.
Is anyone else just talking to Mephisto?
You were too weak for this fight.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
Yeah, it's because I didn't utilize Deadpool very well. But I hate his mechanic. Okay, so after this, going to do a general mission. Not a general mission, main mission. The next, tomorrow. Oh crap, I still had to talk to Ileana and Nico. Okay, so let's get those out of the way first.
What are we doing here, Magic?
We're unwinding. Together.
Really? I was not aware that I was wound.
I did not say you. This is a place I like to take all my colleagues.
Thank you, Magic. I value our collegial relationship as well.
You are welcome. Now stop talking, Hunter. Relax.
Okay. I will try.
I said shut up already. You're ruining the warm vibes.
Sorry.
Shh.
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before Magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
Okay. I like to have all my characters matching when they meet at their clubs. So...
Emo kids for life. Emo kids are meeting tonight. You in?
Lead the way.
Nico wishes to speak. I'll wait.
I need a few moments before we begin. Miss Minoru can fill you in.
And the emo kids are back for another deep dive into the night of your death.
When can we start?
Soon. Strange asked to lead tonight's meeting. He's prepping the... I don't know what exactly. It involves a lot of weird math. While he's preparing his, the theorems, I guess? You should talk to Magic. She'll explain how we use ingredients.
You already provided ingredients, so it was pointless for Nico to send you. To make up for this, I shall tell you something of mild interest. Remember, ingredients make mystical trinkets. Excess trinkets go to you. I will provide a new list for the next meeting. Check your spark tomorrow. Enough about ingredients. I said more words than strange. Has he prepared yet? I have plans for after.
What plans?
Solitary plans.
All my preparations are complete. And now for a thorough explanation of this week's delicate divinations. However, Miss Minoru insisted I provide a summary, if you request it.
Did Miss Rasputin make a request?
And a gesture, neither which bear repeating.
Summarize, please.
We do the same as before, but this time we zap you with more mystical power.
That is it?
That's it. Shall we begin?
Go ahead.
Where do your memories last leave off?
I was running through the Abbey grounds.
Good. Now, focus. And now, wake your mind from slumber.
I burst into the clearing, expecting an army. Instead, I find her. She sits at the center of a muddy circle. For a moment, I wonder if she sleeps.
Tell us, Hunter. Tell us who you see.
I see the mother of demons, herald of the manifold dream. She who tends what dwells beneath. I see Lilith. I see my... Ugh!
What's happening here?
What, you got a spidey sense, too?
I was taking a walk. I heard the chanting.
Crap, I messed up the binding formula.
As I most definitely told you, lemon-scented is no replacement for actual lemon.
What exactly is going on?
The Hunter's resurrection, though miraculous, was incomplete. We're attempting to restore a rather crucial set of memories.
How Hunter killed Lilith the first time.
You're not mad, are you?
I'm not mad. But next time you do this, I'd like to observe.
Of course! Next time.
We should have invited her.
Quiet, you. You see? A much simpler method of restoring your memory. And nothing caught aflame.
Before, I thought this meeting would be useless. Now, an enjoyable kind of useless. So I shall remain.
Hey, kiddo. Just be careful what you wish for.
You are definitely making progress. How are you feeling?
I am fine.
About Caretaker? We never invited her because it seemed cruel to make her relive your death.
I would have preferred to spare her the details, but now she knows.
You're right. If we can't figure out how you defeated Lilith the first time, there's little chance it could happen again. I'll speak with her before the next meeting, smooth things over. And with that, we're done for the day. You leaving?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Out there, I follow your lead, Hunter. You haven't steered us wrong yet.
Hunter.
I think I might be able to do this at this low level, so...
The second blood gate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck.
Let's try it. I'm like 3 levels under the recommendation, but my cards are pretty strong.
When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight. mercy for the servants of Lilith. Your mother abandons you.
A tomb was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. I can handle this. Heal my call. The advantage is mine. They cannot possibly match your strength. Persistence is irritating.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join you. I think you owe her a treat after this.
Leave some for the rest of us. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Now that was something. Take advantage. Take focus on me.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
Do not bother running. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother. Now that was something. unprepared.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
Ooh, things are getting muddy looking. Might be time to save.
Well, this looks like it belongs here.
With a tomb's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
March 24th, 2020. I don't belong here. I felt it before I even stepped foot inside. It's like a complete rejection of who I am. Like Atum himself is here, pushing back against me. I'll try again another time, but today, it feels so hopeless. I can't tell Agatha about this. I know she is counting on me, everyone else too. It's so much pressure, but I won't let them down. I can't.
He sees our path.
So normally I would just go on and explore beyond, but I hate exploring when it's raining out. So I'm going to go back to the Abbey's Sleep and do another mission.
Autumn, show me the way.
Hey Hunter, Robbie has Magic's gift covered. The next person to ask is Blade. We can't put up decorations too early or Magic might see them, but he's fast, so he can get them ready while I steal her clear of the common room. I will talk to Blade. Emo Kids, meeting, third meeting, ingredient list. Hey Nico, how was Goth Night? We changed it to Emo Kids. Really? I thought Goth Night had a nice certain charm to it. The acronym was particularly vermiculate. I don't know what any of that means, but it's a sick album title. So what did Goth Night stand for? The Greater Order of Thoughts Hermetic, nerds interpreting thermological esoterica. Once more, that makes it Goth Night. Only if you're a jerk about it. I choose to be. I'm gonna change. I'll dress in white. Okay, tuck the blade.
Hey, Hunter. Now this place feels like a superhero lair. Man, I wish we had something like this in New York.
Not talking to y'all yet. Dr. Strange greets you with a smile. Time to cast your vote, Hunter. Every hero has a pariah in the rogues gallery, but Spider-Man has dozens. Check out this list. Which one has the goofiest gimmick? Stiltman. That can't be real. So this kangaroo, he just hops. I like to affect area.
Thanks, Hunter.
So
I bit my tongue once. Thankfully, it grows back.
Hunter.
Blade, can we speak in private?
Is it about the chore wheel? Because I'm not swapping.
No, it is not about that.
Good. Everyone knows how I feel about dish duty.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
No. Hell no.
I thought you were close with Magic.
I am. That's why I won't do it. I told Nico, and I'll tell you. Magic skims the last chapter of a mystery before starting the book. The woman does not like surprises.
Do you know why she dislikes surprises?
Does she need a reason? That's how she is.
It sounds like she would want to know about the party.
Might not go over well with Nico, but Magic would appreciate it. That's your call.
Is there anyone else who could help prep for the party?
Outside the Midnight Suns? That Parker kid has way too much energy. May as well put it to good use.
Thanks, Blade.
For what? Kid's annoying. You'd be doing me a favor by keeping him off my back. Do half vampires need sunblock? Can your fangs drain a cream-filled cake? If we bite each other, would we have the same powers? It never ends.
Do you have time to speak in private?
Are you firing me? Am I getting fired?
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I panicked.
Sure. Let's talk.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
Really? She asked for me?
She asked for Blade, but he is busy.
Oh. So Blade thinks I can fill his vamp-kicking boots?
He thinks you would be perfect.
I knew it. Beneath a gruff exterior that says, "You're in my light," or "Get away from me, kid," he has a deep and abiding respect for my role on the team.
Could be. So, is that a yes?
Sure. I'm the new guy, I get it. How can I pitch in?
She needs help decorating the party room.
I can tape balloons to the ceiling while standing on it. I am so in!
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Okay, I'm gonna do combat healing first.
Alright, let's get started.
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. This should be easy. A simple object, though certainly not useless. Farewell.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set.
Did I check that again?
I'm here if you need me.
Salutations.
What have you been doing, Ebony?
I discovered the remains of Hiram Shah's old church on the grounds today. Even writing that name makes me uncomfortable. I couldn't bring myself to step inside that cursed place, but I intend to explore the area nearby. There must be some reason it's been left untouched. I would have razed it to the ground. do I want to do?
Hi, kiddo.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
Okay, let me... Because I kind of feel this kind of chugging right now. So let me go back to the title screen and then load back in.
There it is again. That strange gamma energy signature. The green numbers, as Bruce says. The Hydra tech we found is saturated with the same fluorescence.
And what does Dr. Banner have to say about that?
Can't get an answer from him. He's gone off the grid. AWOL. Happens sometimes when he's working something out.
What kind of something?
The really big kind.
Then what now?
We find ourselves another doctor who specializes in creepy gamma science. Just so happens I know of one who recently opened up shop in the area. Of course, he's barking mad.
Faustus.
One and the same.
Well, I suppose you two do have some catching up to do.
Oh, you know. Hydra secrets, dastardly plans, the odd bomb launched in my face.
How soon before we begin the hunt?
Based on the intel we've recovered? Now.
Okay. Use strength. one, I'm switching you back there to... Wait a minute. Yeah.
My old buddy, Dr. Faustus. He'll be thrilled to see us.
It is not hard to detect the sarcasm in your voice.
Faustus isn't his real name, you know. It's Fenhoff. I'm so glad I didn't have to change my name. Well, hello there.
Do not stray from path.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Didn't I already give you ingredients?
Here you are.
Good. This will help the ritual.
You'll be heading into New York near the harbor. Faustus is overseeing Hydra operations in the area. There must be something important down there if he's shown up personally. Stay focused, and try and keep a low profile. If you think Lilith's forces are corrupted, you don't want to meet the Port Authority.
Careful. She will no doubt be very temperamental after such a long journey. There. My beautiful, terrible girl. You'll be free of confinement soon enough. Free to unleash Mother's righteous fury upon her enemies. The weak, the ignorant, the unworthy. My point exactly.
Ooh. Well, that certainly looks familiar.
Dark magic. I can feel it, just like before.
Plus, he's boosted the Gamma signature. Must be the new and improved Extra Evil model.
Ah, yes. Coming soon to a deserted dock near you.
So glad you discovered television.
Whatever this thing is, it's clearly important to Faustus.
And Lilith.
Which means it's worth a closer look.
Way ahead of you there.
Hail Hydra!
We've seen what those charges are capable of. Don't get cocky just because you've got Captain Marvel to fall back on.
No, no, please. Come, examine the device closely. I think you'll find it's not so easy to dismiss this time around.
Really wish we could get this clown off our comms.
I'm sure Mr. Stark will get around to it eventually.
Hail that!
just what this battle requires.
I got your back! Keep it up. I'm not worried.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Did not want to do that, but that worked.
Let's do it!
We serve until the end.
They just don't know when to quit!
Once my device disintegrates, the great Captain Marvel, the others will have no choice but to listen. Even that fool Crossbones will be forced to acknowledge my greatness. And Mother will be so pleased when I deliver her your ashes.
Not as happy as I'll be when I deliver my fist to your face. It's about time!
Now that was something.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Your fate is sealed. You are lucky to still be breathing. I am impressed. No more time to waste. Let us go.
Even you must have detected the latest modifications to my device, Captain Marvel. I'm afraid you'll find her energy is not so easily absorbed this time. No! Please! You cannot fail me!
Obi-Wan.
One.
Ah! Now thus will be done.
Typical.
For Hydra.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
That does not sound like much of a challenge. They seem to be fixated on me. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Now's our chance. Take Faustus into custody before he can regain his bearings. Excellent. Hydra won't let so easily, though. Stay alert.
Support units on the move.
We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
This won't end well for you. Prepare yourselves.
Hydra!
I cannot move.
What? No great speeches? No musings from the Dark Book? Is the great Dr. Faustus at a loss for words?
Guessing the Darkhold doesn't have any spells for boosting your cardio. Let's grab this turkey before he makes it to the transport. You've had this coming.
Prepare yourself.
That's quite a show you're putting on, Doctor.
We will not fail.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Damage from that infernal whip must have caused an error in the arming sequence. I know my adjustments should have tripled the disruptor's yield. The next time you will not be so fortunate.
Aw, it's almost cute how you think there'll be a next time.
Is that truly your best? They do not stand a chance.
The Hunter's legend flows before our very eyes.
has the upper hand. We'll all go together. There's more for this.
You look a little nervous.
You have your orders. Don't let them get so close to me.
There's that Hydra.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I feel great.
No! I'm still here, you idiots!
Truly not your day, is it?
You. You think you scare me? I, who serves at the right hand of the Demon Mother, who hears the whispers of the Dark God Chthon,
Who was chosen to learn his secrets in the one true tome of creation!
do you really think I could be afraid of you?
Yeah.
What? What do you want to know?
Everything.
Crossbones. Hydra's Black Ops division. You should see the file Steve's got on the guy.
Faustus must have outlived his usefulness to Hydra. And sadly, us.
Perhaps not. If decades of fighting the undead have taught me one thing, there's always an answer. Provided you dig deep enough.
Nice. Let's get that back to the Abbey. Only maybe wipe it down with a napkin first.
So I'm going to do some more Abbey exploration, and then maybe one more main mission for tonight.
Good girl, Charlie.
I am going to change your clothes back. In fact, I'm changing both of them. I'm going to give you that one.
Yes, hello.
Let me guess. Could not sleep? Starting to become a common theme here.
It was not always the case. The Abbey was once a different place. I was happy here once.
Now that is something I would like to see.
I suppose I have earned that. I have been extra me lately, as Nico says. It is just that for so many nights now, every time I close my eyes, all I see is Wanda, drowning within darkness, calling to me. I do not think I will ever sleep again. Not until we find her.
Lately, I have come to believe there are no such things as mere dreams.
I knew you would understand.
What do you think Wanda is trying to say to you?
That she's still alive, waiting for us to pull her from your mother's arms, bring her back into the light. Like me, you also have a connection to the darkness, Hunter. Don't you also hear it calling out to you in your dreams sometimes? Whispering secret things, dark things.
Yes. My mother, she visits me in my dreams.
I know. I have heard you call to her in your sleep. I simply did not expect you to be so honest.
I know she is trying to manipulate me, but there are times when I feel a longing within her emptiness that is difficult to ignore.
The others would not understand. Do not worry. Your secret is safe with me. Well, I guess I should get back to not sleeping and let you get some rest. Sweet dreams, Hunter.
Oh, hey.
Hunter.
Hey there, Hunter. You have a minute to spare? Because this misery sure would like some company.
What is troubling you, Tony?
Oh, I don't know. Pick your poison. I'm living in the Amity Horror House. My roommate is depressed. Oh, and I have a roommate and not my own executive suite at the nearest resort. The espresso machine is broken. The world is turning into the cover of a 90s metal album. And the big guy, well, he's not answering his phone. So you tell me, Hunter, what's not to be troubled about?
Just got darkness points, and I want to worry about Banner. Dang it.
I am also concerned about Banner.
Because you care about him? Or because of the mission?
Because you care about him. You Avengers understand what it means to have another warrior's back. Something I admire.
Oh, we have our flaws too. Believe me. Banner isn't known to be the most emotionally stable, and when the pressure ramps up, well, let's just say he doesn't have the kind of nervous breakdown that results in basket weaving and a week-long yoga retreat. Things get messy. Not being able to see how he's holding up is proving a challenge.
One we must endure for the time being.
Thanks for the talk.
Anytime, Tony.
Raining again. Excerpt from page 211. Hematite is commonly used for grounding and stability, while lodestone's magnetic qualities are meant to attract good fortune regarding love and relationships. Meteorite, with its association with the celestial realm, can enhance astral projection and serve as an excellent amplifier for dream and spirit journeying. While not common, offering bowls have been discovered in many centralized temple locations. These ornate bowls are believed to have been used in sacrificial rituals associated with the elder gods, but their specific purpose is unknown. Known as the Searcher of Worlds, Ashtir broke free of Clethon's eons ago, drifting between the stars for millennium. It is thought that a mere fraction of the Elder God's power could bridge the cosmos. In recent centuries, the Earth's most powerful sorcerers have banded together to form a secretive organization known as the Gatekeepers, with each sect believing that their power could be harnessed by tracking the Elder God's movements.
Catch any ghosts today, girl?
What? Waxing moon. Do I have the word power for the waxing moon? No, I don't. I don't even think I have an offering, so...
Let's talk, Hunter.
Hey.
That's not
I am not
we did.
above celebrating the end of some real bad people.
We need to talk.
Yes?
We should speak in private.
Just what I need. Intrigue. Lead the way.
Nico is planning to throw you a surprise birthday party.
And why do you tell me this?
I heard you hate surprises. I figured you would want to know.
Thank you for revealing this to me. Did she say how many people?
Just the Midnight Suns. Also Spider-Man.
Small crowd.
What now?
What else? I survived the party.
Going to put something in motion that probably won't get till tomorrow's stream. So in fact, I know we won't get to it until tomorrow's stream because it's a little while off. Suspected witch Martha Richards. Interrogation record. This references the tree the villagers called the Life Taker. Its limbs held so many of the dead, it needed to be fitted with iron supports. Martha Richards met her fate there.
Autumn, show me the way. Something terrible happened here.
April 4th, 2020. What a strange place this is. So much terrible history and so much corruption. But the energy here draws me in. Maybe it longs to be cleansed of the evil of Hiram Shah. After all, this was once a place of peace and community before everything. I found a page of a journal from back then, written by Shah himself. I almost thought the page could have some kind of bad energy, but it was just a piece of paper. In the end, although it made me wonder about what I know to be true around here. I trust Caretaker and Agatha completely, but I'm starting to think that I don't know as much as they let me believe.
This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia with the Abbey to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the Moon Seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So, what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Kuthan wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Kuthan and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Never a dull moment.
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Kuthan. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not. Until we speak again.
January 6th, 1694. I was wrong to let my heart linger on the thoughts of Lilith. She
This
and her
must
foul
be Shaw's study.
sister are worse than I could have imagined. She has even corrupted a man from my congregation to her cause. These women have more influence than that coven, even without their roots in this village. My congregation size falters. I raise my hands to Kuthan, nightly crying out for guidance. April 23rd, 1694. This scroll contains more influence than I initially perceived, for it is not merely power within, but corruption beyond my wildest imaginations. For each mark upon the land, the page could have been traced to its location, aligned to a person of power who handled fragments of the blasphemous tomb. I have come to believe that the dark and destructible events that plague this land are not the chronological rhythms fate has set in motion, but the dark holds sway.
The goddess of order approves.
December 15th, 1711. The cold depths of winter challenge us all. I am grateful for Agatha and her control over the elements, especially fire, on these dark days. It is hard to believe that even with the threat of Lilith looming, that cold and hunger can draw up so much of our energy. Agatha brings me to her altar to train now, and says that by the end of winter I will also be a master of the elements. I look forward to that day, if only to leave the snow behind us. The Hierophant. Professor X channels his power to raise the knowledge necessary to be shared with his pupils. He holds in his hands the key to understanding. This card represents guidance and wisdom from a teacher. August 2nd, 1694. It pains me to set these words to page, for my cause is righteous. Any admittance of weakness I find unfathomable, but I must tread with the utmost care. The whispering specters intensify, testing my will at every turn. This page, I have come to realize that it is responsible for the corruption of not only the souls of man, but the destruction of entire civilizations throughout history. Today is the people of Salem that suffer.
This ward is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something, she didn't tell me. Goodbye, for now.
Okay, so let's go get Strange. I could fast travel. I just remembered. Can I go? Yeah, I can fast travel here. Where are you? Library.
Something they don't tell you about leadership?
all the people.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope?
I've found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. Not in the I'm concerned about your personal well-being, Doctor sense. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of the forge without proper supervision. Which, to be fair, is a valid concern. And in most cases, I'm perfectly content to bide my time studying safely indoors. But I'm sure there's nothing to fear with you by my side, Hunter. There's an unsettling air about this place.
This church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shah. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
A charismatic personality and a fearful populace can do much evil together.
There was more to it than that.
Yes, I suspected as much. You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
We thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Caretaker has shown no hesitation to sealing off the grounds at her discretion.
True. Caretaker could find the resources to create a ward if she put her mind to it.
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient. You go on, Hunter. I'd like to study this area a bit more.
Okay, so that will come to fruition later. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's stream, if I count in the missions correctly. But for now, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to explore that away. For now, I'm gonna go back to the Abbey and maybe another main mission, maybe a general.
Fine, speak.
You're still in my bedroom.
found your way back to me.
This is my dream. You came to me.
Are you sure about that? This new world suits you well. You look strong.
What is it you want?
To love you. To be there for you as a mother should.
If you love me so much, end this infernal war, before we are all destroyed.
What do you think I am trying to do? Everything I have done, everything I do, everything I will do is for you, child. Always for you. Can you honestly say the same about Sarah? Surrounding you with heroes who will gladly return you to your grave after you've exceeded your use.
Wait! Not this again!
Poor child. How did you end up so alone?
Another dream. This cannot be a coincidence.
Hey Hunter, Peter has party decorations ready to go. The last person to speak with is Caretaker. She spent hundreds of years learning how to make the perfect cake. I'm sure she can whip up something magic will love. I will talk to Caretaker.
Hey! Hey, Hunter. Got a minute to talk?
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Fear, anxiety, doubt, you know, a bunch of feel-good thoughts and feelings about where this team is headed.
Why is that?
Wanda is gone. And all calls to Banner are going straight to voicemail. Everyone's on edge about it, and that puts me on edge, you know?
I am on edge as well.
You? On edge? You seem so...
calm and collected?
You left out cool. You know, I can't help thinking. The Avengers are so preoccupied with reaching Banner. But I bet no one would notice if I took off and joined Hydra or just, I don't know, disappeared.
Robbie, tell me you are not thinking of leaving.
Me? Take off? Never. The Midnight Suns are fam, and I'm not gonna abandon them.
Good. You had me worried there for a moment.
It's just... I feel more like a backseat rider than a ghost rider sometimes. You know? Invisible.
But are ghosts not invisible to most people, Robbie?
Maybe this one doesn't want to be. Well, I guess I should go find Peter. See if he wants to chill. Might take my mind off things, you know?
That is a good idea.
See you around.
You know Peter's right across from you at the bar? Just look up from your book.
What's shaking, Bacon?
No, I'm not talking to you yet.
What shall we chat about?
The Sanctorum can be a tricky piece of property to manage.
Feeling good today, girl?
pleased with these results.
I swear the magic comes easier when I'm using it for something good, and not just to clobber some idiot Hydra goon. Okay. I don't need that immediately right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do actually that.
We'll get started right. Good day, Hunter.
I've been told Stark Enterprises can be a toxic workplace.
By the rising rings of... Oh, it's just you.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
Things are getting muddy again. I don't know what I'm going to do right now, so I'll come back to you in a minute.
All right then.
Don't know what I'm going to do to close this out.
I realize this isn't a...
If you got a minute, Hunter, I'd like to check in.
Sorry, caretaker.
Wanda is their friend. I'd be more concerned if they weren't unhappy with the situation.
Then you agree with them? With their approach?
I might have done the same. Like you said, this isn't the military. You can give orders, but at the end of the day, we're all going along with you because we believe in what you're saying, not because of some title. Especially one like caretaker.
I'm not sure how to take that, but I hear what you're saying, Blade.
Good, because I'm not about to play drill sergeant around here.
Always on the hunt, right?
Could we speak in private?
Will this lead to the two of us shouting at one another?
I cannot see how.
Then yes.
Nico needs help prepping for a magic surprise party.
A surprise party? Have you met Magic?
Why do you say that?
Oh, just a feeling. What does Nico want from me?
Can you handle the cake?
Of course. The trick will be hiding the icing. Magic's sweet tooth can lead her to cupcakes at 50 paces.
Why are you still glow? I don't even know what next mission I'm doing right now. So I'll come back to you.
What happened with Faustus?
I trust your analysis of that gamma bullet is going smoothly.
It's going, but I'm not.
Oh?
I was this close to getting Faustus to spill his guts. This close. Then friggin' poof! Crossbones turns his ass to ash with his magic bullet. Our forces are strained enough trying to keep up with Hydra. We could have used his intel.
You know, the problem with this is I like the light answers when talking to Carol.
We will prevail without whatever Hydra secrets Faustus had tucked away in his head.
Well, we don't really have a choice now, do we? God, I would have loved to have had the chance to interrogate that bastard. I had been waiting so long to get some one-on-one skull-pounding time with him. What a waste. Speaking of crushing Hydra skulls, I'm pretty sure Caretaker is waiting for you at the table with another mission. Let me know if you want me to join on whatever errand she sends you on. I could use some demon-pounding time. Release some of the pent-up aggression I was saving for Faustus.
I will let you know, Captain.
Carol. Call me Carol. Hey, Hunter. Okay, what's Hydra up to now? Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Pick your target, Hunter.
We received a coded message from Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Though he has little interest in the supernatural, he is deeply concerned by the increased Hydra activity in New York City. Caretaker and Fury have a complicated history. Send a hero to meet with Fury's agent to smooth things over. Since I'm not going to use you right now.
Happy to help.
Thanks, Hunter.
Got Ghost Rider and Wanda. Yikes. Probably
You're
failed
looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
So we're going to close out with the general mission, and then tomorrow we'll pick up probably with the beginning of the DLCs.
Thanks, Hunter. I need to get out there and crack some skulls, Hunter.
What is your... And I'll save Spider-Man. Spider-Man is... That's a friendship thing, right? Yeah, I'll save Spider-Man for tomorrow, too. So let's just do the general mission. Oh, wait. I think he might still have his combat bonus. Yeah, so...
Evil doesn't take time off. Neither should we.
See you around.
Hydra has a remote server attached to one of their squads in this area, and they've been using it to store communications data captured on the nearby consoles. I believe Stark and Carol have done most of the legwork, but you still need to access those consoles to retrieve the data.
Consider it done. Some for the rest of us.
Heard that right. Destroying them, didn't I? Yeah.
We will punish them together.
We make a great team.
Uh-oh. I think the game just glitched. Let's restart.
We will stoke the fires of hell with your soul. Send them to hell.
They're no match for us.
Make way for vengeance! This will be your end. It is time. I've been waiting.
Oh, that's not good.
They haven't had enough yet. Your sacrifice will be remembered. I stand with the Mother.
What are you waiting for?
You're not going.
Whatever gets the job done. You have been judged. Someone get me out of here!
Ah, crap.
You left me no choice.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Proceeding as planned.
As ordered.
Getting chewed up here.
Can't seem to focus.
Not that it matters, but here come their friends.
It will not last much longer at this rate. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Hail that!
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
going to end it here. And come back tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow, around the same time, probably 6:30, 7 o'clock Arizona time. And we'll continue on with the story. Thank to everyone who tuned in. I really appreciate it, and I hope you come back tomorrow. And have a good night.